In today's episode, we delve further into the Rendlesham Forest UFO sightings case. If you missed the previous episode, you can catch up by visiting our YouTube channel. Without further delay, let's begin. Colonel Halt's report was made public 3 years after the incident due to the enactment of the U.S. Freedom of Information Act. In 1984, Colonel Halt publicly released audio recordings and video footage of the on-site investigation, bringing the topic to another peak.
Okay, we're now approaching what looks like a blasted or scrubbed up area here.
Right away, the investigators find evidence of damaged trees.
Abrasion on the tree about 3.5 4 inches diameter. 3.5 feet off the ground. One of these trees that face into the blast, what we assume is a landing site, all have an abrasion facing in the same direction towards the center.
The team also uses a Geiger counter to check the clearing for radioactivity.
We get a high reading. What's that? We are getting an indication of a heat source coming out of that center spot. Looks like heat or some form of energy.
What they find the elevated radiation levels in the middle of the clearing. The 3 indentations, resembling landing struts, where the UFO supposedly touched down, exhibit the highest levels of radiation. This evidence strongly indicates that Lieutenant Colonel Halt and his team are standing on the site of an actual UFO landing site. Following the search and evaluation of the radioactivity levels, an even more shocking development takes place. In a truly remarkable turn of events, Colonel Halt and his team directly encounter the UFO themselves, as captured on tape.
Oh, there it is. Hey, I see it too. What is it? We don't know, sir. Is there some type of strange flashing light ahead? It is definitely coming this way. Pieces of it are shooting off. There is no doubt about it. This is weird.
The taped evidence reveals that Halt and his men are observing an exceptionally peculiar airborne object maneuvering through the forest. The investigators hasten to obtain a clearer view, but as they enter a second clearing, another UFO abruptly emerges in the sky directly overhead. Astonishingly, this craft emits a beam of light that descends to the ground, right before them.
Now we're observing what appears to be a beam coming down to the ground. This is unreal.
Let's return to the story. Therefore, in October 1984, now renamed Art Williams, formerly Rory William, at the invitation of a Japanese television station, appeared on TV to testify. Thus, the fact of meeting with extraterrestrials, which was not mentioned in Halt's report, was also disclosed. If Art Williams's testimony is true, it can be concluded that the government has had contact with extraterrestrials. Was the spacecraft that landed in the forest that night really from an alien planet? Or was it a secret experiment conducted jointly by the US and the UK? Investigations into the truth of the incident have made little progress, but 2 female UFO researchers, Jenny Rand and Linda Batra, have been carefully investigating the incident since its inception and have gradually obtained new information, leading to a rapid development in uncovering the truth. They connected the details of the incident, gradually revealing the entire picture. It was a military conspiracy, packaging the highest national secrets using the UFO incident as a cover to divert attention. The object that collided with the navigation light was not explicitly identified. Adams Hara, an electrician at the Woodbridge Air Force Base, was notified to repair the damaged navigation light on the runway. The extent of the damage indicated a severe impact, but there were no damaged aircraft reported at the base. The comments from the Brack brothers, who lived near the UFO landing site on Friday Street, added an interesting twist. They mentioned that in the days following December 27, there were strange fluctuations in the TV and lights, with intermittent brightness and darkness. Afterward, A large group of soldiers was seen in and around the forest, apparently engaged in some kind of operation. This activity continued until January of the following year, clearly indicating military cleanup efforts to destroy any evidence. Can the claims made by William about the meeting between extraterrestrial and General Gordon William be true? Colonel Halt and other personnel associated with the base denied any UFO landing or encounters with extraterrestrial beings. The behavior and statements of CIA personnel who confiscated the Woodbridge Air Force Base radar records were puzzling. After informing the officials that a UFO had made an emergency landing, and the commander was rushing to meet with extraterrestrial beings, they hastily left. If such an event truly occurred, it would be the highest level of classified information. How could CIA personnel casually mention something so important? Clearly, their actions were meant to confuse and disturb people's minds. Regarding the theories of airplane accidents or weapons experiments, the public relentlessly pursued the truth. However, when it came to the UFO claims, people only regarded them as interesting or strange, without much investigation. In fact, fabricating an seemingly impossible UFO incident could effectively hide the truth. Of course, the only voluntary witness to the extraterrestrial sighting, Rory William, was considered to play a significant role in this fabricated hoax. He was detained at the base for 3 days after the incident and threatened with death if he were to disclose the information. However, he disregarded these threats and openly appeared in the media, fearlessly revealing the incident. He has been living well ever since. Furthermore, the 2 sketches of the UFO that he drew were inconsistent. In a normal waking state, he portrayed the UFO as a disk, but under hypnosis, he depicted it as a closed container. This suggests that the latter was what he actually witnessed. The former Deputy Secretary of Defense's statement about extremely mysterious spaceship experiments now seems remarkably delicate, carrying a hint of truth. Let's try to summarize the truth behind the events. On December 27, 1980, the U.S. military was conducting experiments on a UFO-like secret weapon over the skies of England. However, due to poor timing, a mistake occurred, leading to an unplanned emergency landing of the UFO. The out-of-control UFO attempted to land urgently at the Woodbridge Air Force Base. During this landing, the UFO collided with and damaged the navigation light on the base's runway, ultimately crash landing in Rendlesham Forest, approximately 800 meters away. The military immediately dispatched troops to the scene to recover this secret weapon. When the UFO collided forcefully with the navigation light, it caused a release of radiation energy. Following the incident, the U.S. military conducted large-scale recovery operations from December 27 to 30. Simultaneously, the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, confiscated radar records and engaged in intelligence disruption. They portrayed the malfunction and emergency landing of the secret weapon as a UFO event, attempting to deceive and divert attention. Thus, the whole incident was likely an experiment involving the U.S. military's UFO-like secret weapon, which was only revealed as the extensive recovery operations concluded. With Colonel Halt's dramatic report around January 13, 1981, serving as the final account. Therefore, this large-scale UFO event is very likely related to the experimentation of the U.S. military's UFO-like secret weapon. Thank you for tuning in to 2 episodes of the Rendlesham Forest UFO incident. We look forward to seeing you again next time.